All right, Breeze. The corridor that you're in, like I was saying, 5 foot wide, ceiling's about 12 foot tall. There's absolutely no light, just a little bit of light that's... I don't even think there would be any light. Does anybody have a light spell up or anything like that?
No, I know somebody had a light spell that they casted last session.
Yeah, we took an 8-hour rest, though.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, then
I'm not feeling right. I'm not feeling right. I feel unsettled. I feel the same, guys.
Yeah, and I'm going to need somebody to turn on a light up here because I can't see anything, so I can't help make sure there's nothing ahead.
What do you mean you're not feeling good?
You got a torch you can light or something? You got torches, right? Just light a torch.
Well, does it smell like rotten eggs down here first?
No, it doesn't.
All right.
That's good for checking. I would have told you anyway. So, but no, it doesn't smell like rotten eggs. I think you learned that one time, right?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and light one of my torches.
All right. All right, you get one lit. Getting out your flint and your tinder, you get it all struck up, and the corridor goes down for as much as your torch will shed light, about 40 to 50 feet. And you can see that there is a wall at the very end. Of course, that's in a dim light because of the fading light of the torch. But yes, the corridor travels about 40 feet.
All right, I'll go ahead and, while I'm moving forward, keeping an eye out for any traps or anything.
Okay. I'll roll stealth against your passive perception to see if you notice anything.
All right.
Plus, you'll know if I lock up the tokens on you guys. You guys, something's happening. A map popped up, or... All right, so what else is everybody doing? Yeah, both Ander and Zero, you guys were a little unsettled during your break. Just had the jitters or something. You just don't feel too you really just don't feel too hot. Was everybody's tokens moving slow or
yeah,
what?
I'm following behind Breeze, just about 10 feet behind.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna move right in behind Lynn.
All right, so you can continue to move on. You can see your tokens, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. You guys can continue to move on down this corridor. And about right here, you see, in fact, you're at the very end, Breeze, now on the map. And you're still going down this corridor, and there is a wall now here at the end. A wall.
It doesn't appear to have any turns at the end of this hall.
Yeah, there is. There is a sort of like some finger holes that you would turn. There's this circular disc, so you can just turn it and it'll open up.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and check, make sure it's not trapped of anything.
Sure. Yeah.
So this is just a hallway all the way down?
Yeah, just a really narrow 5 foot wide, 10 to 12 foot tall ceiling. No sconces, nothing. Definitely a secret chamber, that's for sure. Because this basically this plate in the wall, Breeze, is not even hidden or anything like that. So, all right, so you get this thing opened up, okay? And
all right.
Past this hall, it opens up into what appears to be another hall. And this hall is pretty much 10 foot. Pretty much a 10-foot wide hall. It has a semi-dusty polished floor. Some of the tiles are cracked and whatnot. And you can see that, as you kind of peer out, you can see all the way down here to the south where you see, waiting for this thing to uncover, you see a portcullis to your south, which is right there. And past this portcullis, you can see what appears to be a statue. And then to your north, and then you can also see that to the south, looks like the hall has a couple of ways that you can go. You can go both east and you can go west also. And looks like there's probably some stairs that are ascending up. Now to your north, you pretty much see the same thing. You are going to see a portcullis. You're going to see a hall. Pretty much same thing as to the south, extends west and extends east. And then this hall extends into your darkness to where the torch is. All right, adventurers, what say you? What say you, adventurers?
Well, I'll go ahead and move out of the way so that everybody else can get into the hall here.
Okay.
So there's no statue to the north.
Not that you can see. No, not where you're at there. Yeah, this is a small statue. It's probably about 8 foot tall or so.
Is it the same as the, what was it, ogre or something upstairs?
Actually, this looks like a... Give me a nature check. Wisdom and nature. I think it's wisdom and nature. I think. I know I'm a savant when it comes to 5e rules and stuff. No, it's actually intelligence. Not too good of a savant. Miss Scarlet, how's it going tonight? Are you tired?
Extremely.
You're pretty quiet. All right, so Lynn, as you move to the south, you actually can see. Let's see, Lynn. I think you're blind as well, right? Lynn, you're
I've got dark vision.
Okay, that's right. You're a half elf. You almost look human. No offense. Yep. No offense. No offense. So what you see the end of this corridor. Now you see a couple more of these statues, and with your nature check, they look like Minotaur. And then there's a lot of rubble here. There's a lot of large stone chunks all over the floor and whatnot. And this is, like I said, it's pretty much 10 foot wide, and then it kind of turns to the west. But there's a lot of rubble, especially at the end of this chamber. And you can see there's maybe a raised dais coming off of the floor. Maybe where a statue once was, because there's like a shit ton of large chunks of stone and rubble all over the place.
Okay. And the portcullis is down, right?
The portcullis is down, yeah. And this portcullis, it is a heavy reinforced wood. And at the base of the portcullis, there are these, like, iron, I guess you could say, sleeves that probably have points that go down into the actual floor itself. But it is a very well-made and very sturdy-looking portcullis. That's for sure. And there's a lever for the portcullis about 10 feet inside of the other side. So it looks like it can be opened from the other side of the portcullis, from where you're at. Yeah, Breeze.
Do we want to check out the halls here, or do we want to try to find a way through the portcullis?
Yeah, I think we should go to the halls first.
Because I probably can open that portcullis without any issue.
Oh, he's feeling pretty confident. I like that.
Yeah, I'd like to know what's down in the halls first, though.
All right. So, Ander, as you're looking...
See if there's anything above us, and then start chasing my tail in a circle to try to catch it, so I don't want to lose it.
The ceiling goes up about 15 foot, Rain. But there's nothing above your head. There's a couple of old dusty chandeliers, but nothing more than that. And of course, these chandeliers are not electricity. There are these sconces on them that, have would hold candles and whatnot. So, Anders, as you're looking up towards the west, you can see that there is a staircase, a winding staircase that goes up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink you guys down because you guys are scaled a little wrong here. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'll get this as you guys are, but I'll adjust the scale of the map here in a few minutes. Now, over here to the east, where you're facing, Lynn, you can see this room. It opens up into a very wide, very high ceiling, probably about a 25-foot ceiling. It raises past this little short 10-foot hall, and you can see a pillar. And this pillar has all kinds of designs and whatnot on it. A little bit too far away to maybe see what's going on. But what you can see is it looks like there's maybe a pool or something. It looks like a pool of some type of liquid that's in the very eastern corner of this room. And then the room it goes north as well. And you can see what appears to be maybe a couple more pillars. They do not have designs on them, though. And then over to your right-hand side, which is to the east, and then down south, you can see another stone door. Thank you guys for all the follows. I totally appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'll turn to Andrew and say, Andrew, what do you think? Which way should we go?
I look at Breeze and motion him forward to maybe check out what's up the stairs here. Maybe he could do it stealthily.
All right, I'll check out there.
Hopefully this will work. And it works. Wow, I think I nailed that grid, guys. Wow, look at that. I nailed that first shot, man. That was the money shot for grids. Look at that. There you go. We're scaled correctly now. Because each square is actually 10 feet. So yeah, this is a 20-foot wide hall.
Oh, I thought it was a trap that shrunk us all or something.
It was the DM specialty trap, yeah. So what say you, adventurers? Got lots of other areas to explore. Do you want to maybe look to the north, maybe?
Yeah. Hey, Breeze, you want to?
That actually
stairs.
Already on it.
All right.
And I'm just quietly going up there. I know I can't really hide with the torch next to me, but
I grab Lynn by the arm and I'm like, "Stay here. You're too noisy."
Yeah. Okay, so as you go up there, just shining light into the what appears to be maybe a menagerie up top here. You can see that there is several interesting different features. First, it like I said, it ascends up about 15 feet, and inside of this chamber, you can see that there are a couple of thrones, and they are on this raised dais, which is about 5 feet up. And on these thrones are a couple of figures. One figure looks like this. This is going to be good. This is one of the figures that you see sitting in the throne. And this is a female, by the way. And she is in this throne seat here on the top. So she's here. And she is looking at you. And beside her, on the other throne, is a small little cat that is just sitting on the throne. And she says, "Don't be shy, my friend. Come in."
We got company up ahead.
And you can all hear that raspy voice. And as she turns and looks at you, she has these two red points that are lighting up the sockets of her hollowed out eyes. She says, "Please come up. Ooh, how lovely. How lovely indeed. Come." And she takes her bony hands and just kind of gives you the "come to me" type of look.
Can I go now, Andrew?
I feel more unsettled.
Guys, come on, let's go.
Yeah, maybe we should go together. Let's go, Rain.
We can run, you know.
Oh, how lovely. Yes. More visitors. I, my friends, am Lady Alicia Ambergul, and welcome to the Ambergul estate. Why have you come and disturbed our eternal rest? I am curious as to why. Thank you guys so much for the follows.
We are here in search of an elemental key.
Oh.
And also chasing a red wizard.
Oh. A red wizard? What is your name, my friend?
My name?
We usually don't get too many visitors, but it's nice. It's very nice.
Lintarm.
Well met, Lintarm. Lady Alicia Ambergul, at your service. Welcome to our humble abode.
And who is your cat?
Oh, my cat? Do you like it? I actually made this cat myself. I never gave it a name, though. How about this? How about I offer it to you, Lintarm, as a gift? And she kind of snaps her fingers, and the cat gets up and runs over towards you, Lynn, and just starts to purr around your feet as it's kind of intertwining between your feet, going purr, just purring.
Oh, is it a regular cat or like a zombie cat?
It is. It's not a zombie cat. It is not living in the death like myself. It is a clockwork that I had created, actually, some years ago. But it is now a gift for you, Lintarm.
I'm staring at it confused and trying to smell it.
It smells like oils, gears, and sprockets. And once in a while you can see a little spark shooting out of one of the joints.
I like it's a hairless cat, right? It doesn't have hair or anything on it.
Oh, it has hair on it, yes. It definitely has
not a lot of them stirring up sparks.
Well, as it moves, the joints kind of open up on the legs and stuff, and it just shoots out a little crackle. Nothing that's going to make it become a raging inferno or anything.
Thank you, Lady Alicia.
You are most welcome, Lintarm. Who are your other friends here?
I'm Ander.
Well met, Ander. Well met. And she actually gives you a really weird look as you introduce yourself to her. And she just kind of raises her head a little bit and kind of sniffs the air. She's like you can hear the air going into her fleshless nostrils. Well met, Ander.
Smell anything you like?
I do. Something that belongs to me, actually. Ander, I think you have something that belongs to me. You have my iron amulet. You must have gotten that from my phylactery. Am I mistaken? Because I can smell the iron.
What, this old dusty amulet?
Her eyes intense, a little bit of a deeper red, and she says, yes, that is my amulet. May I have that back, please? Thanks, guys, for the follows. Totally appreciate it. 10K.
Exchange for what?
10K haul. How about myself letting you live? That will be your exchange gift. That will be the trade. She smells again and she says, however, I can sense several of you have been affected by one of my wards. And he also turns towards you, Zero. She turns towards you, Zero. And she says, it seems like both of you found my curse. And she takes another couple deep sniffs again. Everybody give me a perception check down there where you guys are at. Down where? You know where. Don't mind me. You gonna be able to hang in there, Miss Scarlet?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Rain?
Let me dork out, that's all.
Rain, you can hear some scratching. It sounds like something is scratching the inside of these 4 beautiful alabaster urns that are on basically 4 corners of this room. And these alabaster urns are sculpted with distinctive imagery that each one is tied to an element. There is like a urn that has all kinds of depictions of fire, flames encircling the urn. The air has all kinds of clouds and winds kind of wrapped around it. The water urn features waves and all kinds of fish and other undersea life forms. Stuff like eels and maybe an octopi, maybe a kraken, some starfish. And then the earth urn has all like a rocky texture. And each one of these urns looks like it weighs a lot, probably 400 to 500 pound range. And these things have a massive value. These art objects are probably worth about 1,000 gold apiece. These things are, but you hear the scratching inside of the urn, like maybe sharp claws just kind of scratching against the inner lining of the urn.
I want to stand up here and just like put my paw on it, kind of bat it, but not trying to knock it over or anything. I think you hear rats.
Oh, darling, what is your name, Tabaxi? Ooh, maybe you can take the seat on the throne beside me, and I can have a living feline. Oh.
Rain.
Excuse me, I don't speak that jibe.
My name is Rain.
Hello, Rain.
Okay. Patting on the urn.
Rain,
So-
what are you doing?
I hear scratching like rats, and I'm hungry.
Yeah, now that she points it out, you guys can all start to hear the scratching inside of this urn. And Lady Ambergul, she says, I wouldn't open that lid if I were you, Rain. If you know what's good for you.
What's in there?
Something that is not living, much like myself.
So
If
no
you would-
warning out?
If you would like to know, feel free to open the lid. I would love to be entertained. Even the last group that came through didn't have the nerve to open one of the urns.
Last group.
Yes, you had asked me. Yes, about the Red Wizards. There was one of these Red Wizards that stopped by several days ago. She was quite pleasant. And I wish she would have kept me a little bit more company. But she kept asking about something that you had just asked about. You have just asked about the Earth Elemental Key? Did I not hear you ask that?
Yes. Do you know where it is?
I might know where it is, but I cannot say. Is it that half the fun of being adventurers? That is what my family did. When we were alive, we sought out all of this treasure, so I think it's only fair and fitting if you, the adventurers, now try to find it.
Well, is it in here or someplace else?
It is in the Ambergul estate. But she did keep me a little bit of company, and this Darwa we talked. She had quite a few of these half-breeds with her. They were imbeciles, actually. I almost wish they would have opened up the urns. But I'm sure our dungeon will probably get the better of all of them. I think they've lost a few already.
Half-breeds, you mean like half orc and half dwarf?
Oh, yes, absolutely. That is exactly what I speak of. They were probably a couple of days ago. But you should probably not be concerned about them, because you should be concerned about your own survival, right?
What do you mean by that? By our own survival?
Oh, my husband. He was quite proficient, and he was an expert in traps and magic. I'm sure you have already seen, and plus with the assistance of little old me, as you've already found one of my curse glyphs. There are much more of that in here, much more in the Ambergul estate. But that's what my husband's hobby was, robbing graves, much like yourselves. I'm actually surprised that Tabaxi actually keeps the company of grave robbers.
I haven't seen anything. I stay away. It's cold down here.
That's what I used to say to all of our friends when my husband would come home with wagons of stolen merchandise. I used to turn my head and look the other way as well, Rain. But if you want this treasure, if you want it, you must find it, just like my husband, old Reynard, did.
So you're going to allow us free reign around this dungeon to find this key?
Oh, absolutely. I will tell you one thing, though. I will give you one hint. Just like I gave Darwa and her imbeciles, I will give you just one little minor hint. The Earth Key is in the altar of Ogrimmok. And it is a hideous stone altar, and I actually didn't even like it when my husband, it just made the hairs on the back of my neck. Of course, when I was living and had hairs on the back of my neck, made him stand up. But you'll find this altar of Ogrimmok behind some secret doors.
Do I know anything about Ogrimmok?
Give me a history check. You have no clue.
No idea. All right.
Yeah, you...
Not surprised.
You definitely... Yeah, that was... You couldn't have rolled any worse there, Lynn.
Nice. Nice.
Oh my gosh. Ander, you couldn't have rolled any worse either. That was a double. That's Snake Eyes. I like it.
Should we go see if we should go 5-5?
You guys... Wow, you guys are off to a bad start on the history checks. Double ones. Oh my God, Rain, you rolled a 1 too. Oh my God, Zero, you rolled a 1. Dude, you can look at the chat. I don't want you guys to be looking at my screen or anything. But yes, you guys just rolled 4 ones in a row. I am not shitting you. You can look at the chat and you can see it. This is the one time that you can look at the trap.
Wow.
That is unbelievable.
We should get a perk for that.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
That's special.
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna go ahead and put one in there. I'm not proficient with it, but I'm gonna just go ahead and see if I heard anything on it.
Oh my gosh! What are the? Oh my God! You rolled an 8, dude. What's wrong? Why are all of you looking dumbfounded, looking at each other?
What's an Ogrimmok?
Oh, you don't know what Ogrimmok is? Ogrimmok is a huge. He's one of the princes of the apocalypse. He's one of the princes of elemental evil. Oh, he's a massive earth stone golem. I wouldn't mess with Ogrimmok. 4 ones in a row. Oh my God, this... Hold on. And she's holding her ear like one of the Secret Service agents. Your dungeon master is informing me that you're all rolling like shit tonight. You just rolled 4 ones and an 8. Unbelievable. 4 ones and an 8. Unbelievable.
Well, thank you.
You guys thought you were going to be slick and piggyback off of each other, saying, "Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll do that history check." 1, yeah, I'll be slick. 1, 1, 1.
Honestly, I was thinking we could go 5 for 5 on the ones, and that would be hilarious.
You were 7 away
Hey, we're
from
just giving that
rolling
away.
1. Yeah, hey, I hope so for your sake. So, are you going to entertain me and open up these urns? All it takes is just 1. The rest will open by themselves. They're all wired that way. I really don't recommend
no,
it,
thank you.
but yes, I really, honestly, I don't recommend it. But I haven't seen entertainment like that in quite a few years, probably several hundred. So, anything else that you would like to ask?
Unless I eat it.
What's that, Rain?
I don't like bothering the dead unless I'm eating it.
Oh, they're 4 of my old servants. Of course, they joined me in the afterlife as well. And you do notice that Alicia Ambergul is a lich. Seriously, she is a full-blown lich. These things are powerful, and you know that. But she is quite entertaining.
In life, I'm sure she was something that rhymed with lich.
Oh, possible. Yeah, she was. Alicia Ambergul, yeah, she was a bitch. I mean, look what she did to her son. You know what I mean?
Does this chamber extend further out, have like another exit out of here, or is it just this chamber itself?
Well, now that you're actually in the chamber, it is the same size as the side that you're on. And the other side descends down, has 15 feet worth of stairs that wrap around also.
Well, I do have one question. Did the Red Wizard continue through this chamber, or did she turn around and go a different direction?
No, she left the way that you came. But she actually went to the north. How do you like the Ambergul estate? Are you finding it quite welcoming? Hopefully. Our decor was quite extravagant when we built this joint.
I'm going to start backing down the stairs slowly.
Dave, I want to ask, about this curse that you mentioned.
Yes, I guess Lynn wants to keep this curse. Yes.
Is there any way for us to get rid of it or dispel it, or?
Are you asking me as the dungeon master, or are you asking Alicia Ambergul?
Oh, hey.
Hey, man.
Stig, thanks, man.
What you're doing.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. I hope I can.
Are you asking me or the dungeon master?
Oh, Alicia.
Oh, I think I might be able to help a few of you out. I tell you what. You give me my amulet, and I will remove the curse from both of you. But if you come back looking for more, I will expect more. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal.
Thanks, Stig.
All right, so I pull out the amulet and slide it across the floor.
Oh, please, my bones are brittle. Please bring it to me. I'm an old woman. And please, you and Lynn, please take a knee at the base of my altar. Take a knee at the base of my dais.
Zero.
Zero, yes. Zero and Ander. And Ander gives me the amulet. Yes, Ander, come close. Come closer, Ander. I do not bite. Very hard,
Don't let her grope you.
anyways. Yes. I don't bite too hard. Okay, you two take a knee. And both of you hold hands and repeat after me. My name here, and I don't mean say my name here. So
010.
There's one of you.
Come on, Andrew.
Hi, Ander.
Will not steal anything else from the phylacteries here in the Ambergul estate.
Will not steal anything from the phylacteries in the Ambergul estate.
Very good, very good. And if I do, I give you, which is me, Alicia Ambergul,
Give you.
yes, permission to enslave me in the afterlife for eternity.
And the phylacteries are basically the six, basically the tombs where all of the family members were, up here near the entrance.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, repeat all that.
okay, okay.
So she waves her hand, and like a green hand of necrotic energy comes out and basically puts its hand on your forehead. And she says,
You may rise. You are no longer cursed.
and you're not cursed anymore. You actually instantly feel better. I don't, I don't think Zero like that.
So that's a full night's rest and everything.
No, that's just the curse removal.
Uh,
That's a nice try, though. I'll tell you what. You feel so rejuvenated that I will tell the combat tracker. Oh, this is coming in from the DM. You've all had a long rest.
If I see a rat down here, can I eat it?
Absolutely. I meant just not stealing anything from the phylacteries to the northwest.
I don't know where I'm going to find them. If they're in there scurrying around and knocking stuff over and all that, I'm going to chase it and eat it.
You may eat until your heart is content, Rain. Everything else is free game here in the Ambergul estate. That is one reason why we created this place. Sort of like a fun house for grave robbers, like yourselves. From one generation of grave robbers to the next. Enjoy your stay at the Ambergul estate. You know where to find me.
And she sits down on the throne, and she becomes motionless, and the red bulbs kind of fade out in her eye sockets. I don't think Zero like that.
All right, well, let's go back to where we came from.
You guys hold hands and repeat after me. Oh my god. I don't think Zero, I don't think you like that.
Totally coming back.
Too good. I love it.
Yeah.
All right,
So
adventurous.
Cat follows me.
The cat is following you, yes.
Sweet.
And you
Oh.
can control it. You should be able to move that token, correct?
It's not letting me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Really?
it still is considered an enemy.
Let me
We
make
really shouldn't
that.
trust.
There you go. Now you might be able to move it.
Got it.
Oh, yeah, baby. All right. So there you go, everybody. That was... You just met Alicia Ambergul. Oh,
And I'm still moving like a mechanical cat.
you are. So you know where to go. You see all kinds of different ways to go here to the south. You didn't check out the north yet.
But what say you, adventurers? Are you enjoying the Ambergul estate?
I am.
Did you really? This cat,
Did you-
guys. I don't feel good about this.
It looks quite valuable. It probably looks to be. You could probably sell this thing for 1,000 gold, probably at least. Looks pretty pricey. He just continues to purr the whole time.
It's okay, Andrew. It's with me. I'll just pet it.
So, do we want to check out the area to our ahead of us, or do you want me to try to open this porculus?
I think we should check out this room over here. Maybe the door and the pool and stuff.
All right.
I'm just kind of surprised she knew what I was. Seems my kind of rare around here.
There aren't too many Thiboxes, that's for sure. Stone door, Breeze.
All right. I'll go ahead and check it over for traps, and then see if I can open
Alright. Sure. Looks pretty clear to you.
it. All right. I'll go ahead and open it up.
All right, let's open this thing up. This is a very long, dark hallway. Breeze. This thing extends to where your torch is. unlit hallway, stretches for many feet, and the walls of this 10-foot wide corridor is lined with empty torch sconces. And the walls are plastered, and it's plastered to look like an earthen tunnel. But there, this place is old. Some of the plaster has kind of fallen onto the floor and whatnot. So you can see the finished wall behind the plaster. And it gets a little bit worse as you start to progress down the tunnel. It looks like the plaster becomes more and more worn as you go inside.
So we got a long hallway here. We can go ahead and check the rest of this area out here, and then we got that as another option to traverse.
Can we take a quick look around and see if we notice any footsteps in the dust? I assume it's dusty down here still.
Yeah, you don't see any footsteps here in this corridor, but you do see quite a few. In fact, give me a perception check. And in fact, if you're looking around, actually give me an investigation. Investigation is when you're actually searching.
Okay.
Perception is more, listening and stuff like that. the rolls are continuing. Can't believe you guys rolled 4 ones in a row. That is just absolutely. I don't think that's ever happened in 5 years of me DMing. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, guys, for the follows. Cookie Dough, great name. Thanks for the follow. You don't see any tracks inside of here, Ander, but you can see tracks inside of this massive chamber, and you can see tracks back where the portcullis is. All right, so you guys are leaving this room alone. You're closing the door, or what?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and close the door and check out this room that we're in now.
All right. All right, I'll cover that back up. The door is closed. Now in here, this is a huge room. And let's see, let me give you guys a little bit more viewable area here. As I'll open it up for you. And in here, you can see 5 pools. 5 pools dominating the center of this large chamber. This chamber's pretty much 60 feet across, and then there is a 20-foot wide, basically almost like the size of a room over on the eastern wall, and there is a huge statue, probably about 15 foot. There's also, you can see 5 pillars where you're at. And the pillar down here at the very southern end of the hall by this silvery pool, this looks like a bunch of... in fact, give me an arcane check. Whoever's proficient with arcana, or if you have proficiency in nature, give me a check. And there are a bunch of carvings on this pillar that's all the way down here on the south. Now, Zero, you recognize this as a magical creature called the Ifriti. And these Ifritis are basically wound up the entire length of this pillar from the floor to the ceiling. This room is also dimly lit. You see no torch sconces whatsoever, but it seems like these pools are illuminating the room. And this pillar actually has a bunch of smiling Ifritis and genies on it. And this is a 20-foot high chamber. And then there's 5 pools of liquid, and the one that is right here, that I'm putting the arrow to, this is actually, you can hear it bubbling, and you can see steam rising from the pool. And each one of these These pools are about 6 foot wide, like a 6 foot diameter. And each pool looks like it has a different substance in it. You know, some of these are glowing. Like I said, the room is dimly lit. And then in this alcove on the eastern wall, there's a huge 15-foot tall black statue, what appears to be a fire giant. That's basically common knowledge. But it looks like there's a huge 15-foot tall black basalt statue of a seated fire giant. And the one thing that is really cool about this statue are the eyes are burning inside of its hollow eye sockets. So what say you, adventurers? But the other pillars, they're just regular stone pillars.
So while we're here, I'd like to see if what this pool has in it down here at the bottom.
Absolutely. This 6 foot wide pool has a luminous and opaque bluish type of liquid that is filling this pool. You cannot see the depth of this pool.
Okay.
It is like a liquidy blue type of liquid that's in here, and it's kind of swirling around, not violently or anything, but you can't see the bottom of it, so you don't know how deep it is or anything like that.
And don't recognize what the liquid is or anything?
No, it just looks like some type of opaque type of blue liquid, making it cloudy. But it's a beautiful blue, though. Oh, 010 entering the room. Oh, the pillars are just regular stone pillars.
Right here.
Okay, sure. Now as you move in a little bit more, you can see a little bit further into the room, but the room does continue. This huge room continues to go north 0. And you can see past the two pillars. And it appears that you think off at the end of your dark vision you might be able to see maybe the shadows of another pillar. I'm sorry for the burps, guys. Jesus. Pig tonight. All right.
I want to take my 10-foot pole that we got back at the entrance.
Ooh.
And this pool that I'm in front of here, I want to see if I can see how deep it is by immersing the 10-foot pole down in it.
Yeah, you want to, man, I'm glad to hear somebody using a 10-foot pole. That doesn't happen too much in D&D anymore. And I believe that was a collapsible 10-foot pole too, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice job, Andrew. So, Andrew, you stick that blue pole down into this liquid, and you can tell it's pretty deep. How far are you sticking the pole down there?
I'm going to try to hit the bottom first, if I can.
Well, you can hit the bottom, and it literally is a 10-foot deep pool, because that entire pole, up to the very tip of the pole, is all the way down there, and it's 10 foot. And as you're kind of down on your knees and stuff, and you're measuring this, and you can actually feel like a temperature change, sort of like this liquid is definitely cooled. That's for sure. Give me a.
Can I?
Are you doing anything else or?
Well, yeah, I was going to ask if does it have a smell to it, or is it, is it making any? You said it was just.
It has a little bit of a pungent smell, probably because of what what's mixed together in this.
When I pull the pole back up, do I see any